Stay real, Chris.
There's the dance.
Chris, stay real. It's Mark. Stop.
Dakota Bush versus Slava Borshchev at UFC Vegas 46, and giving you my betting breakdown and prediction. Introducing our first fighter, Slava Borshchev. He'll be 30 years old, 5'11" height, and a 69-inch reach. For his strengths and weaknesses, how can you forget his Contender Series fight? Everybody was on Chris Duncan and sleeping on Slava. I remember watching tape on him and just saying, there's no way I'm putting money against him. He's such an experienced kickboxer and has some real power in his hands. You can see he's got a different sting when he hits you. In almost every one of his fights, he gets taken down, but you always see he gets back up and keeps going. Seen in that Will Starks fight, he was able to hold him down for a bit and neutralize him on the ground. But the question here is, will Dakota Bush be able to do the same? Then we got his opponent, Dakota Bush. He'll be 27 years old, 5'10" height, and a 73-inch reach. For his strengths and weaknesses, does anyone else remember that war between him and Hubbard? That was my first time seeing Bush fight live, and wow, I was impressed. He's a wrestler at heart, but I think he's fell in love with his hands recently. That first round with Hubbard, with all that volume and pace he puts on, and I noticed he backs up a lot and stays on the back. And he's going to have James Krause in his corner, and you've seen what Krause has done to his fighters in the past year, and he just always seems to have the perfect game plan. How I see this fight taking place, I can see this fight going a lot of ways, honestly, but I think Slava outstrikes Bush for 15 minutes, possibly getting the finish. But we've never seen Bush get TKO'd before, so that would be a first. And we know Slava's got power in his hands, so I could see him catching it. But what also worries me, if Bush decides to make it a snooze fest and go for consecutive takedowns, I think he could pull off the upset. But in his last fight, we just saw that he was just running and gunning, just trying to put on that pace on Hubbard. And he's fell in love with his hands, so I don't know if he'll go to the wrestling here. My bets I'm going to be taking Slava straight here, and check out the lines. This is a sketchy fight from a prop perspective, so I think I'm just going to be taking the money line. But another sneaky play that I was looking at might be Bush by decision. That's going to be all for today's video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day and watching. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments or if there's another angle. It's us versus the bookies. Let's cash some tickets, and good luck on your bets.